Hey, this is Linda of Christ is King Forever. So something happened today. I was doing some stuff around the house between my classes, and I had just prayed for ministering angels, which is something I've not really prayed before. We bind the principalities and the strong men, and we listen to the angels, but I never get specific about what angels, because it's a really good point that brought up recently online, and it's a good point. Marcus Rogers is right. So I prayed ministering angels over the the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court justices. I've already been given confirmation that the Lion of Judah is definitely chilling up in there, and this is further confirmation, okay? Because he is king, he is the true judge, he is the blessed be the true judge, who is Jesus Christ, who is of the tribe of Judah. So I was putting some finishing touches on my house. There's my working station. That's going to change in a little bit though, but yeah, I was putting some finishing touches around my house, went to Dollar Tree and I got some decorations from Dollar Tree. And I was putting some decorations up on my bird cage, so they have a little festive thing there. This is my other one. This is our first makeshift menorah there. This is the 12 tribes of Judah menorah. And after praying and then coming, after doing the classes and stuff like this, I realized something about us being part of the tribe of Judah through Jesus Christ. How that went. Okay, the way that went was like this. There were twins, and I've read the story a while ago, and I wanted to, for some reason, Perez came up, and if you look up what the meaning of the book of Genesis, chapter 38 is, what it means, what the meaning of it is that God's will is always done on earth as it is in heaven. His will is always done, and he chooses people based on who he wants and not based on their merit, because he chose an adulterous man to be the father of to be a part of the tribe of Abraham, to be the father of a tribe of Abraham, and that's Judah, okay, through the twins. Do you know the story of the twins? This is an interesting story, and their name meanings I just discovered today, because name meanings are really, for some reason, really sticking with me lately. Perez. Perez means division, depending on where you look. Division. It also means rapture, which is a different type of rapture. It means, I know we hear rapture and we get triggered, but it is a breaking out. A breaking out. Okay, so, and then Zahar, his twin brother, his name means sunrise or brilliance. You could look this up if you wish. The story of their parents is an interesting one. Anyhow, so this is the story of Perez and his brother. So as they were being brought into the world, while they were still in the womb, coming out into the world, one of the brothers' hands, it was Perez's hand, came out, Zahar's hand came out first. And so what the midwife did is she wrapped a red ribbon around his finger to signify this was the firstborn. Think about this. But when they were born, the midwife had a clever thing. She said, I think she called Perez a rascal or something, where she's like, oh, how did you do? Oh man, I should remember the verse. It's so good what the midwife says. But Perez actually comes out first. The child, when she went to go pull the first child out, she looked for the ribbon, the little, I should say thread, not ribbon. I mean, ribbon's really big, but a little thread. She was looking at his fingers, looking for the thread, but she couldn't find it. And she realized after the second one came out, the one that had its hand out first came out second, whereas the second one that they thought would be second, she thought would be second, came out first. So it reminds me of the last will be first, the first will be last type of thing. And it's interesting because it just kind of, it's like God's will be done on earth as in heaven. No matter what things look like, I mean, people call stuff all the time. God's will is God's will, right? So, and I don't, I was just thinking about, the line of Judah being up and, being the true judge, being up in the Supreme Court, being the true definition of justice. And, about the tribe of, what triggered this was this little guy there, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, menorah, which has 7 branches, which is found in the book of Exodus. I have it on the bottom of one of my menorahs. Hold on. It's early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm tired. Exodus 37:17. So, so I was thinking about this and about, how we're technically part of the tribe of Judah through Jesus Christ, through his bloodline. And then I was thinking about, oh yeah, that moment when Perez came out first, when it was by man's eye, it didn't look right. Things didn't happen the way we assumed it should. Just right down to even Judah himself. I mean, the way he treated Tamar, everything about it. It's just a mess. Because people are messy. Nobody's perfect. But he still was part of the one of the tribes. Because God can do his will on earth as in heaven. God's will is God's. Nobody can touch it. It's above what we see. It's above what we understand. So, I don't know why, but man, it really just struck me hard, especially after just praying ministering spirits. And I remember, after this kind of triggered me a bit, where I was looking up like the meanings of the name Perez and Zahar. It's kind of like, well, you prayed ministering spirits, and then it's weird because I got ministered to, right away, like almost immediately. So this to me is further confirmation that if you pray for ministering spirits, I wish this was a little bit more concise, but if you pray ministering spirits, boy, do you get ministered to. Boy, do you get confirmations. Boy, do you see it immediately, because there's no way things happened in that order and mean as much as it does to anybody who knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, right? So remember, Perez means breaking out, breaking forth. It means division. It means rapture. Then it also means, which I know rapture triggers people, but and then you got Sahar, which means sunrise. And remember, Sahar came second. I don't know if this is saying anything to you, but it's saying a lot to me. So this is the Christ is King forever. May God be with you.